5 ways Georgia homeowners can beat property taxes legally. Most homeowners in Georgia are overpaying property taxes and they don't even know it. I mean, they just look at the bill, pay it, and don't really do the math. And it's unfortunate because just like the big companies, they just play a numbers game, knowing that people are probably not going to look at it or ask about it or even do rebuttals on it. And so it's a shame, and that's why I wanted, going on this series and on this YouTube channel to really help buyers and sellers understand the dynamics of real estate and what to watch out for, because I feel like in this world, we all get taken advantage of by the big companies, the big systems. And I feel like the more we know, the better we can serve our families and grow our community. So most homeowners in Georgia are overpaying property taxes and don't even know it. I'm talking hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars every single year. And here's the crazy part about it. The county is not going to call you and say, hey, we think we overvalued your house. Want to pay less? That's your job. And so that's why you need a professional real estate agent to help you look at it and get their resources to make sure you do what you can to do a rebuttal and get it down as low as possible. And I'm going to provide some hidden tips and tricks here in a little bit on ways to get around the property tax and make sure that you do it legally. So let's go over some stuff here. Hey everybody, my name is Co Cameron. I'm with the North Georgia Home Group, team leader. I help homeowners across Georgia navigate real estate, equity, home values, and smart homeowner strategies. One of the biggest mistakes I see for people, focus only on their mortgage payment, but ignore the property taxes quietly going up every single year, just like inflation. So today I want to break down in simple English how property taxes work, how to fight back, and how to potentially save serious money. All right, appeal your property tax assessment. Appeal the assessment, number one thing, and probably the biggest opportunity, do an appeal, a rebuttal, your property tax assessment. Every county sends out assessment notices, and many homeowners just glance at it and throw it away. Huge mistake. Huge mistake. Don't do that, because Georgia homeowners have the legal right to appeal their property value if they think it's too high. Here's what most people don't understand. Your property bill is based on what the county thinks your home is worth, not necessarily what they actually sell for. Yeah, I mean, I see it all the time. So like I had a couple sellers reach out to me recently about how even the insurance, the replacement cost value was a ridiculous amount. And so you're paying premiums on insurance on the replacement, sorry, I just saw a B, on the replacement cost values. And those are even higher now too. So insurance, property taxes, these are the things that we gotta do everything we can to make sure that we get the payments down. So, okay, so that was just a side note there. And definitely just want to talk about that. So now here's the important part. In Georgia, you generally have 45 days from the assessment notice date to file an appeal. Sometimes counties overestimate the square footage, they use bad comparable sales, they miss condition issues, or value the homes like it's fully updated when it's not. Those are the four biggest things that I see, but they have a whole list of ways they get the property taxes up and you don't even know what's going on there. So if you win the appeal, Georgia may freeze that lower value for up to 3 years in many situations. So that would be a win. 3 years. And here's the thing though, I mean, the market's slowly coming back and coming up. So that might be a big 3 years where you're able to save that, freeze it. So 1 hour of work could literally pay you back every year for multiple years. That's one of the biggest hourly rates you'll ever make. We don't double check on what we're paying out. And so that's the biggest thing is minimize the deductions, minimize them. And this is one of the biggest ways to do that. Check the property record card, the title. This is the lowest effort and potentially one of the easiest wins. Go look at your county property card. Most Georgia counties have these outlines. The Q Public, the Fulton Assessor, the Tax Assessor. So I'm just going to go ahead and address the frog in the room. There's obviously a frog that's crept in here, and so I haven't been able to find it for a couple of days. And so he decides every once in a while to raise his voice, and that's what that was. So bear with me as we brush with this video. So check the square footage, bedroom, bathroom count, basement if it's finished area, lot size, condition, garages, upgrades, because their data is wrong. Your taxes may already be inflated. One extra bedroom, 200 extra square feet, or a finished basement marked incorrectly could increase your assessed value dramatically. Reddit homeowners across Georgia say one of the easiest ways to win an appeal, because the county is literally using incorrect information. They don't know these things. They just, whatever was recorded at last time, that's what they're going off, and they're just going up on their numbers. So I've seen homeowners shocked when they realized the county had their house listed larger than it actually was, that like paying property taxes on a car you don't even own. So it's a big thing. File for homestead exemption. Homestead is a big one. It'll save you money. This is one most homeowners should have already, but thousands still miss it. So get on that. If you need some resources, reach out to me. I'm going to click some links below for you to click and download some of our resource guides, or even reach out to me and I can give you a step-by-step playbook on where you're at, on what you should do next. So if your primary residence, you may qualify for the homestead exemption. Homestead equals lower taxable value. The state of Georgia offers exemptions, and many counties and cities offer even better exemptions. So this can be reduce the taxable value of your property and lower your annual bill. Some exemptions are available for seniors, veterans, disabled homeowners, surviving spouses, that's a big one that's missed, and primary residents. So you may qualify if you fit any of those categories. Here's the crazy part about it though. Some people have overpaid for years because they never filed. Imagine accidentally paying thousands more than necessary just because nobody told you a form existed. And that's a shame. And that's where I feel like that's where we need to do better in helping each other and make sure we all get better as a generation and a society. I mean, it's just helping people get better every day. That's what life is about. All right, use better comparable sales. Take a look at those. If they use some of the wrong ones, that's why I say reach out to your real estate agent. They can make an assessment on that and tell you their insights. Use smart comparables when appealing taxes. The county is going up to use comps, so you need better comps. Most homeowners lose appeals because they walk in emotion. My taxes are too high. That's not evidence. Data wins. Take the emotion out of it. I mean, it's hard when you realize you've been overpaying. So, okay. You want apples to apples comparison. I talk about this all the time when I'm going through it with my sellers. We want apples to apples, the closest to the property and the proximity, and just as close to it as possible. So 5 years above, 5 years below, square footage, and yard size. Go out from there if you can't find it in the neighborhood. So it's a lot of stuff to go over there. But if your house backs up on a busy road, needs updates, has foundation issues, or is inferior to the comps they use, that matters. The pricing is wrong. They're overtaxing you, and they should not be doing that. Georgia homeowners on Reddit say the strongest cases usually come down to comparable sales and price per square footage analysis. Sometimes even showing 3 to 6 better comps can dramatically strengthen your argument. The people at the tax place, the county, they just put it into the software, it spits it out, and nobody's double checking these things. So it's important. That's why I say, if you have a question, reach out to your agent. Get with them. That's what they're there for. So hire help. If the numbers make sense, get a professional help. Now, sometimes it makes sense to bring in a professional if especially your assessment jumped massively, your home is luxury, unique, water frontage, acreage. It's hard to value. You can hire certified appraisers, tax appeal companies, attorneys in some situations. Some homeowners do it yourself. Others want others to speak the county language. And remember, the goal isn't winning. The goal is saving more than the cost. So who should absolutely check their taxes? Who needs it? You need to check it. Who needs to check their taxes ASAP? If your value jumped recently, you bought a home years ago, your neighborhood exploded in value, you inherited a property, you own an investment property, your mortgage payment suddenly increased, you should absolutely review your assessment, especially in North Georgia or Metro Atlanta, where values have skyrocketed over the past few years. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing going over the numbers. All right, so look, most people will finish the video and say, that's interesting, and absolutely do nothing. And next year, they'll keep overpaying taxes. They keep overpaying again and again. Smart homeowners take 30 minutes, check the number, and potentially save thousands. Here's what I want you to do. 1, pull up your county assessment tonight. 2, check your property records. 3, compare your value in nearby sales. And if you think something is off, file an appeal. If you want help, drop a comment below, property tax, or send a message and I'll point you in the right direction. If you got value from this video, subscribe to the channel because I'm going to keep showing you Georgia homeowners with tremendous insight on ways to save money and protect your equity in your retirement. How to protect your equity, how to build wealth through real estate, and how to avoid expensive mistakes. I'm Coach Cameron. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks.